been a humongous accident into 130R. Huge crash, that is Kane off already. Well, if you're wondering, I'm EvilDragonxxl. Joining me in the beautiful comment box this afternoon is Vectro666. Hey, hello Vectro to all your wonderful, wonderful visitors around the world.
Hello everyone, I'm Vectro. I'll be delivering co-commentary together with Evil. Things are already starting off very dramatically in the qualifying session. The Tubby Ninja has crashed in qualifying, so he will start last. And also, we've had Combi crashing with Canal, and now Canal also have crashed into 130R according to Evil, so things are not going well for them.
Indeed, so far up front it is Covez Jimmy ahead of Nazarin. Last race winner, of course. If you do wondering, we did unfortunately miss last race, of course, due to issues everywhere. Happened last weekend, of course, but we're back clear. Everything is perfectly fine. And looking at Matty D, your championship leader today by, well, lots of points. Now, we've been told by him he's done 6 laps of practice so far, so he's up against the odds. Of course, only can say what can happen here is you're right on board with him. He's coming into the pit lane then already. Let's say 4th place for the man who is leading the championship so far. Then behind Nezarin, though, the man who is surely is the most impressive driver in AOR right now. Would you not agree, Vectro?
Yeah, he is doing really good at the moment.
Of course, all that to come. We're going to get the stream up on the phone as well with my phone.
Dika is on a really good lap. He's really pushing. I think he will. He didn't set a lap time yet. I have not seen him race as of yet, so I'm not quite sure of his pace, but he looks very fast.
Big slide coming out of that. Just about gets it.
Yeah, that would have meant it was really, really risky what he did. Also in Dagner.
Coming down to 130R, flat out almost 200 miles per hour there. 195 miles an hour in the apex, down into the chicane where Senna and Prost famously crashed in 1988, out of the last corner, to the line. Where can Dicano go? The answer to that is a grand total of 8.
It looked like a solid lap. I think there's more in it for him.
Indeed, I'm just going to turn the TV a bit down, so you can't hear it in the background of the stream.
Coronel is really lagging into the first corner.
Yep. Here he is.
It seems all fine now.
Coming up the hill. Well, what can you say about this man? Oh dear.
We got a yellow flag.
Don Silva. Now he seems to have retired or something. Go through the fields.
He might have crashed out, maybe.
Dicano
has retired.
Has left the session. He's retired, should I say?
Ah. Yeah, his car is going on a halt after the hairpin.
Oh,
another car off.
That might have been lag. Definite lag. Coronel is definitely lagging.
Lag.
Let's go away from Coronel then. There's Nezarin coming into the chicane then. We're going right on board with the man from Sweden. The one who's run so much already. Run last race in Malaysia, of course. After issues for Matty D. Now, here we go then. On board. We'll listen into the engine.
Got another yellow flag.
Yellow flag. Now, who was that for?
Coronel, he's off.
No, where's
yeah,
that
he
off?
lost the wheel on the straight.
Now, how's that happened?
How did he do that?
Whatever he's done, he's hit the wall very acute then. He must have spun or had a lag with another car. Back on board is at Nezarin though, as we come down the hill then. Down towards Spoon then. Let's see, chucks it in 130 miles an hour there. It'll only build up there, down to 100 on the exit. A really tricky little corner there. Now peeled up the hill. Then it'll be all the way down to 130R.
Tintin. Is Alva retired?
A few people having issues here. Oh, well, there's the stream. Good to know we can hear everyone. Sector 1 yellow flag. Nazarene out the last corner. 30 seconds to go in quali. Does he go pole? Yes, he does by over a second.
1/10.
1/10.
With a second.
Not a
1/10,
second.
actually.
Not a second.
Not a second.
Not a second.
That's. It was on the brink. Is Kovis on the lap? I think Kovis is on the lap as well. Can he improve?
Can he improve and get that car on the front row? That's going to be important to see. So you've got 130 yard to do, and then it'll be all home dry. My phone is not having a good day, but we know we can hear everyone, so that is always good. 7 seconds to go. Kovis, last corner, comes to the line. Does he gain pole? The answer to that is yes, pole.
Yes, 2/10.
Now what can Kane do? Johnny out of quali. Now is he retired? Yes, he has. Manny up to second.
Roadhouse into fourth.
Kane in the gravel. In the gravel goes Kane. That's the last thing he wanted. Now who else is on that?
Though. Solid Ninja.
Solid Ninja. He's coming through Degnup. We'll be on the lap. There we go. Then down towards the hairpin. Then let's see. Breaks down a few gears. Down to fourth. Down to third. Builds up the throttle. Builds up the revs. Bit of a slide. Up to fourth. Into fifth. Up to sixth. Into seventh. Up into eighth. Comes into Spoon. Down a few gears into sixth. We'll drop it down to about fourth gear on the exit. Now building back up. Then down towards 130 up.
Infinity has finished his lap. He does not improve. Only 100 of a second off of advance. Really close.
130 up. 196 miles an hour. It's a little bit quicker than what Nezerun was doing. Now into the chicane. Out of the chicane. Now he's only got one little sweeping right hand into the pits.
Yeah, he gave up. Probably made a mistake somewhere.
Now that will be quali over then.
Oh, if you look at that fence, he's really tailgating another Red Bull. That's really close.
Toro Rosso getting some aero testing there. And it's on Kovis. I'm going to call him Jim because that's his last bet, is Jim. So Jim ahead of Matt, Nezerun, Roadhouse, Kane, Apple, Infinity, Solid Ninja, Johnny, Decana, Combi, a Rabid Donkey. The Tin Can is down in 13th. Coronel Gaddafi down in 14th. Babs in 15th. Don's in 16th. And the Tubby Ninja is eating too much chocolate or something, or ice cream. He's in last. Well, only a few seconds to go. Infinity rejoined, so Infinity must have disconnected. Now that might cause a bit of a desync. We hope it doesn't. But we know how this works, and desyncs often happen, and when they do, oh boy, do they strike. Any comments, put them in the chat as we've got it up. But there we are, the official rundown then of the grid. Starting in pole position on the front row will be Convy, ahead of Matty D. Following up on the second row, Naziro. Third row will be Kane and Advanced Apple, followed up by the likes of Infinity and Solid Snake. Down in 9th and 10th, just on the basically the points, will be Johnny and Decana. Outside of the points and outside of the top 10, but still have a chance of getting points. We've got Combi, a Rabid, Tin Can, Coronel, Baba, Don, and Tubby Ninja at the back.
Let's see who will get off the line as fastest. I think pole position has the inside line, or am I incorrect there?
Well, we'll find out in a few seconds. Well, wherever you are in the world, joining us from Pakistan, India, Kingdom of Jaro, China, Britain, Germany, the Netherlands, even Antarctica if you're down there in the brizzling cold. Welcome to Suzuka.
In the Himalayas.
Yes, in the Himalayan mountains on top of Mount Everest. Wherever you are, welcome to Japan and welcome to what is going to be round 16 of this Formula 1 season. And here we go then, to the grid. Those lights come on then. Here at Suzuka, 5 red lights. And it is lights out, away we go. The lights go on for an age. There's a floating head going down towards turn number 1. But Convey ahead of Matty. Matty already to the inside, then straight away for the lead. But has to back out there. Nezerin slotting down into 3rd, under pressure from a Sauber, touching wheels then. Down the back, Infinity leaving the session already.
As he left.
Left there, straight away. There was contact there. Someone's gone off in the background, and that is Decana spinning around already. That is at the S's already. So issues going around down the back of the grid. Rabbit and Tin Can making a good start, and already up to 11th from 13th. So great start from the Tin Can then as they all come through Degner for the first time. Up front it's Covey and Matty and Azuran. Kane. Then we got Roadhouse, Apple.
Matty almost went for a move on Kovis. He nearly got his front wing chopped off there.
Indeed, up front, a huge scrap going on here already. No one pulling away. Jim, Matt, Nezerin. Then you got Kane, your top 4. Then Roadhouse, then slotting in behind the top 5, separated by only about 0.8 of a second, I believe there. Very close stuff already, then, as they all slot themselves down the hill area, over the bridge, down towards into 130 yard, then the chicane, and already you can see Matt and Jim slightly pulling ahead. It's down the inside, goes a Renault there on Nezer, and that must be Kane. Yes, Kane trying to attack then the Ferrari, and already going for the move then. And just like in real life, a Ferrari going backwards on the start of a race, and they almost go 3 wide into one of the first corners, and 2 positions does that Ferrari drop. Has Nezerin got a problem there?
Roadhouse on the outside of the canal.
Oh, moist contact there. Coronel Gaddafi off the road, by the way, down in 15th position. We believe he's gone off and spun there. As we're looking at Roadhouse and Kane touching tyres. They come through the S's up towards Dunlop, and Roadhouse into 3rd.
Well, that was very... Oh, there's a car off.
Oh, Ferrari! Off! Just about catches it. That'll be the front wing gone. The front wing's gone. He's getting swamped.
Oh, there's a car. Johnny's in the wall as well.
Johnny off. The Ferrari's getting swamped. Johnny throwing Rabbit Donkeys off. Rabbit Donkey off. Johnny off.
I just about catch the crash of Johnny, I think. I think it was a Sauber, wasn't it?
Rabbit Donkey
Nezerin
out.
down in 8th at the moment.
Nezerin half the front wing.
What happened to Nezerin? I didn't catch that. Tin Can and Coronel. I mean, Dika go side by side into Spoon. Tin Can goes a bit wide. Does get a hold of the position.
Yep. Unfortunately, the half the front ring, Nezerin colliding with the back of Kane. And, well, a bit of clumsy stuff there, but the winner last time out, struggling like Ferrari was in real life here, remember. Only going backwards, and now in the pit lane. That is not what he wants on that number 3. He's going to need an absolute miracle to come through the field from here.
I wonder what tyres he will go on. Maybe the mediums. Maybe he will try to...
White walls?
I do not think he can finish a race on that compound though. He does go to the mediums.
Long stop. He does go on the mediums. That'll be a very outdated strategy if he does want to go to the end. But we'll hopefully catch up with that. Meanwhile, 13 van 12, Tin Can and Decana having a little bit of a scrap here. Down the back, just for the back of the points, then ahead of Nezer and Johnny and Rabbit Donkey out already in 3 laps time. And of course, you can see contact there, debris scattering down where Dunlop is there. So they've definitely had contact. I believe John at 2, if I'm not mistaken, Vettel. You call it. What happened?
Yeah, now it was FDS's to the left at the Dunlop curve. He touched the gravel, I think, and then he went to the inside wall.
Into the inside wall, and of course,
just in front of that now.
At the race, Don Silver getting a bit of a nice run here on the Tubby Ninja Super Source versus the hard tyres. And let's see if that Renault can go to the inside towards 130. This will have to back up there. He does do so. And this might allow the Mercedes to slot any attempt on the inside. A bit too far back there. DRS also activated on this lap. Up front, Jim, Matt, Roadhouse. Then you got Kane, Advanced Apple, Solid Ninja. And then we got Lee's lot here, Don, Tubby and Coronel. Already battling down the back.
It's a nice three-way battle. I think Coronel has the better pace, but I'm not quite sure.
Indeed, it's very interesting to see what could happen. Sorry if I can't get your comment in, by the way, whoever is commenting. For some reason, my phone is not really agreeing with the Wi-Fi right now, unfortunately. So hopefully we'll get your comments up in a few minutes.
Closing up. Tubby is closing up on Don Silva.
Here he is, closing up a little bit.
He's getting progressively closer, slowly but surely.
Have a look up from Don Silva there. We're on lap number 4 of 27, and Jim leads Matt. Roadhouse only 5 times behind though, so there could be an interesting scrap going on there. In fact, we'll go to him here. Here is Roadhouse. He is closing up to Matty D, the championship leader, heading into the final part of the season. Can he wrap it up with the championship soon? That's the important question.
I will keep my eyes on the
Sector 2, Decana out. Problem for Matty D, going slowly. Something's gone wrong with the with his car. And out. Colossally, Matt is out of the Japanese Grand Prix. Must have an issue with the internet. As Decana hits the wall massively, by the way, on the exit of Spoon. Front left ripped off that hat.
I didn't catch the crash. I was just going down to the field, and then I saw a yellow flag, and I did not catch the crash. But I think he maybe went wide and hit the inside wall.
Tin can off the road. Tin can off the road at turn number 1 as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So huge issues.
Coronel on the back of Tubby. Well.
Oh, he's going down the inside here. Look at that fantastic move. Onto the grabber goes the Tubby Ninja. Just about avoids a huge accident there. That could have been an aeroplane crash there. And, well, never mind, he's got a penalty. And he's on Tubby in the wall! Tubby's in the wall! Front left flies off! There must be oil on the circuit or something.
Another crash. Did you catch the crash?
Yes, he went straight on, locking the front left up, just like also Marcus Ericsson. Tin can.
I think
No, Tin can not off. Yes, he's lost the front. Yes, lost the front left.
I think he might have had some issues with Tubby Ninja then. Maybe he hit him off.
No, it wasn't contact.
Does that mean he can continue the race?
Matty D should jump back in. He's in 7th position. This is not going well for your championship leader down in 7th. Utter carnage going on here. And he's going to be under pressure straight away from Baba. He will pass him with ease then. Goes through him. Tubby Ninja leaving the session then. Already we've got 4 retirees in this race, and we're only on lap number 6.
There's a lot of crashes and stuff going on. Maybe the track conditions are not suiting the cars at the moment.
Indeed, but up front, leading by 3.8 seconds, almost 4 seconds. Jim leads Roadhouse. Kane up into 3rd now.
Tin can into the pits.
Tin can in.
New front ring.
That'll be new front ring indeed. Solid Ninja in 5th position. Nezerin will take a position there. He's probably quite happy then that, of course, Matt had disconnected. He is back in the race, by the way. So, after a bit of a scare, he is back in. But colossally, he's lost the podium. It's all going to work for now, isn't he?
I think so too, yeah. I think all the frustration he just had of the disconnection will now translate into his race pace, I hope.
Ah!
My golden host. What has happened? Who is the host?
Nezerin!
Is that
Nezerin out!
Nezerin
now he's disconnected. Well, this will, and most certainly is, going to change the championship. Of course, Nezerin, last time out winner, struggling already in this race. Surely there must be a connection issue with PSN or something. Because surely there is no reason for all these disconnections going on here. F7 was having issues as well. But of course, right now, here in Japan, perhaps something's going on that we don't know.
I think it's just McLaren Honda issues with the internet.
Yep, issues with the McLaren internet. Kane getting caught up by Advanced Apple, by the way. He's starting to come back through.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag. That is, of course, for, I believe that's Dekana still, who is still there and hasn't despawned.
Oh, yeah, he's still in the middle of the track.
Yes,
That's not a good position for the car.
Of course, it is ghosted, luckily. Otherwise, we may have a few issues here. But we believe Nezarun, of course, out of this race so far. Hopefully, he can get back in. But if he doesn't, well, this will not help him going through the championship, will he?
You've got a battle for third position. Advance has catched up to Canal.
Yeah, catching up to Kane. Already. Well, let's see where these guys can go. 7/10 the gap. They come past the corpse of the Haas. All doing a good job to avoid it, even though they can go through it. They're doing a good job avoiding the car. It's on the inside as well.
You should never risk it. You should never risk it with games, because games can just... of course, glitches are a huge part of games, and you never know. You can better be safe than sorry. He's not on the racing line, so I wouldn't risk it, even if it was ghosted.
Indeed, well, only 6/10 of a second now, closing up the road there, about 2 seconds. That is Roadhouse up front, by the way, leading this race and dominating so far, driving with Anthony Davidson's helmet so far today, if I'm not mistaken. That is Jimmy up front there. Roadhouse, Kane, and Advanced Apples going at it here as they come into the S's towards Dunlop on lap number 8. Oh, very much clearing.
Canal is really under pressure. He is really under pressure of Advance, but he cannot make a move here. He will have to be patient.
Indeed, coming through Degner, source of many incidents in this race. I've fortunately had an accident there, of course, in Project Cars 1 on many different issues there, but on F1 2017, you don't normally see cars going off in that way. Must have either snagged a brake, just like Marcus Ericsson did in real life this year as well. Must have been the reason of Tubby Ninja's outing, unless he got helped by Tin Can, which we do not believe happened because he was slightly further down the field. By the way, solid Ninja Snake coming up through the field, by the way. He's in 5th position. He can see these guys up the road and he's probably licking his lips.
To come back on that incident, I do think that Tin Can had a part to play in that accident. I think they were quite closely contested in a battle. He was also off when Tubby Ninja went off.
In Roadhouse, by the way, Roadhouse in the pits, by the way. That'll be, we believe, for the medium tyres then on that Sauber. He's going to go for the one stop, 9 to 27. That should be possible. If he's going to come in, or is he going for the softs? He's going for the softs. It's going to be an aggressive 2-stop strategy. That's going to be interesting then. Takes a long time in the pit lane.
Be a 2-stop.
Bit a long time in the pits. And migrating host. That's Roadhouse. No, Dekana out.
The car. Well,
Roadhouse in the pit lane, by the way. And that's an issue there. Roadhouse is glitched.
Yeah, look at the fuel mix. I don't know if you have the telemetry on, but look at the fuel mix. It's spacing out for me.
Yep. Issues there. That could be a disconnection coming in for the man who was in second. Liz promotes Kane up second as Gaddafi gets having an absolute lag McGee then in 9th position. So huge issues here in Japan.
Canal has pulled away a bit from Advance, so all playing to their hands because...
I wouldn't say that's pulling away, I'm afraid, Vetro. I wouldn't say that's pulling away. Closing up. Kane under pressure from Apple. And so I do refer you, it is Kane.
The gap was a bit bigger. The gap was a bit bigger than before, but it is closing up now again.
But Roadhouse, out of this race, it seems too. Utter carnage here. We started at 16, down to 12 right now if he can't get out the pit lane. Now this could cause issues as Kane pits. In comes Kane into the pit lane.
Yeah, maybe that might have been a very smart move from him.
Very late decision.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Roadhouse, his retirement really reminds me of Hulkenberg's DRS failure on this track.
Matty D in.
Was it on this? Also from third place, Hulkenberg in real life. I don't think it was this race though.
Having a DRS failure, I don't think it was here. I can't remember exactly what you're on about, but I do. Oh my mother! Gaddafi has had an absolute massive twitch of lag. Oh my god! Oh my god, the Mercedes has taken off.
Oh yeah, the Mercedes is not having a good day. Where is he from actually?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. Well, wherever it is from, they're not having a good day with the internet. And Gaddafi is out.
Yeah. It's over for Gaddafi. The dream shattered.
The dream shattered. His empire in ruins. The Mercedes lights ablaze there. And, well, the lag ablaze, should we say, instead of lights ablaze. And is out of the Japanese Grand Prix as well. That is now the sixth retirement so far in this race. Technically, because Roadhouse out of it too. In comes your leader, by the way.
Yeah, the leader is also in the pits.
Now, is he going to get a good stop? Let's see. Yep, comes out straight away.
Can he finish the race? Can he finish the race on this compound, do you think?
16 laps till the end. Infinity's saying rerun. I don't know if we're having a restart or something, but we'll let you know if something's gone on here, because there's been some issues in this race. Hopefully we get informed in a minute. I don't know if you've got any news vector in the chat, if you can have a quick check, see what's going on in there.
All my notifications are off. I can check it out.
Let me quickly check it out. And
invite me to the race. There's someone who's asking to be invited. Can't we do a restart with this many troubles?
I wouldn't be able to.
I think.
Serious
A Renault
issues
in the pits.
Yeah, that is Kane.
With a new front wing as well.
Yeah, new front ring. He must have got a bit of debris or something on that and this race in the last few laps. He'll come out just had a tin can, by actually quite a while ahead of tin can then. Kane exiting the pit lane behind Matty D, who has to be wondering what is going on in this race, because he all of a sudden is finding himself going through the field dramatically without overtaking anyone. I mean, he's going to overtake Gaddafi in a few seconds. Infinity saying his game froze right before the quali ended. We thought something had happened, but it might have been because of Gaddafi's lag, because, well, he's not here anymore, but he definitely was lagging.
I do not think he will rejoin again, but you never know. He might rejoin.
Last lap rejoin. In comes Advanced Apple from first position. He'll come in then.
Ninja.
Yep, Solid Ninja in as well. McLaren and Toro Rosso. Let's see then. The McLaren will be earlier on. And that means Combi will take the lead ahead of Baba. Advanced Apple.
Did he already stop? I think he already stopped, didn't he?
Let's have a quick
Combi.
check. Nope.
Did he start on the softs then?
Yeah, he must have. But Jim in third position, Apple in fourth. Matty D fast lap in the Force India, by the way, then. So good lap from him. He is ahead of the Renault of Don Silva coming out the pit lane then. He'll be ahead of Kane, of course. Coronel Gaddafi doesn't really exist right now in this race. Hopefully he can return, but serious issues going on here in Japan. And we're just about coming to halfway through this race.
Kovis comes on the back of Combi. He has the way better pace. I think Combi is really struggling on his old worn soft tires. He might hold up Kovis, or he can make his way past.
Let's see. It'll be interesting to see down the inside there into Spoon. Let's see, he had a little look. Does he nip a nose down the inside? Gives each other room. Combi runs a little bit wide. Tries to the inside, has to back out of it there. Does not want to risk losing that front wing. Now he'll have the toe, he'll have the slipstream. Side by side then. Williams versus Red Bull towards a 130R. One of them's going to have to lift. Does that? Williams lifts then. Decides he's better off lifting there. Doesn't want to risk going into contact there with the Red Bull. Up front, Baba took Baba in the lead, by the way. So Combi actually dropped behind and Combi in the pit lane as well.
Yeah, I think Baba, he now has to pit. His tires were going off. That's why Kovis catched up to him so quickly.
And a penalty as well for Combi.
Speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, speeding in the pit lane. Kane just had a moment, by the way,
Roadhouse is still in the pits.
Yeah, Roadhouse, a serious issue for the Sauber. Perhaps
he was in third position.
He was in second actually for quite a while.
A second actually, yeah.
But out the race, it looks to be, which is a huge shame to be honest there. Well, this means though, Convis dominating. Nezerin out of this race as well. Never rejoined, I don't believe. We'll have a quick check.
Yeah,
no, he never got back. Unfortunately, so he's down in 11.
Yeah, he said for him the session doesn't exist anymore.
That is a serious issue there then. It's
He
probably
needs a new
because...
invite, but I don't think we can invite from the commentary perspective.
No way to invite him, unfortunately, so he's going to have to watch the race in crying agony, unfortunately. Of course, like, more agony for that as Kane gets ahead of Gaddafi, of course, who isn't here either. So, out of this race, by the way, as we did go through the field, we got Coronel, Nezerin, Roadhouse, Tubby Ninja, Decana Johnny, and a Rabid Donkey, all technically out of this race so far. Two of them, of course, disconnections. One of them's glitched, the others all having very interesting accidents. As the Red Bull sets 8 plus lap 132.0.
It was the Toro Rosso who had a very big accident. I thought it was the Tubby Ninja, wasn't it?
It was Tubby Ninja who went off. That was Degner 2, went straight on into the wall at 140 miles an hour, sliding into the gravel and into the wall. Convy, by the way, catching up to Baba, who's catching up to Nezerin's Go, so the latter will be cautious here as two Ferraris there.
Kovic is about to make a move for the lead.
Yep, I just said that.
They're lapping Nezerin's Ghost.
Yep, I literally just said that. But they say go through the Ferrari.
I'll again, just to be sure.
Making sure, they always make sure. Never know what's going to happen. Like I said, anything can happen in Formula 1. And it very much usually does. A big lock-up for Convy there. Or however you pronounce him. I'm just going to call him Jim from now on. Like I said earlier on. Bit of a glitch in the distance
I'll
there.
just call him Kovic then.
Kovic and Jim. Kovic Jim. Tin Can gets ahead of Coronel there. Of course, out of the race there. And of course, who knows what can happen. 14 of 27, just going about halfway through this race so far. And already carnage going on through the field. We believe the Ferrari may head to the pit lane, but the soft tyres, it should be able to last until about lap 17, we believe. So he's going to have to make a move if he doesn't pit this lap. He'll pit around lap 17, we believe. We come towards the first corner now. It would be DRS activated then. Here we go then. Ferrari to the inside. Red Bull's going to be forced a long way round. Now, is he going to do it right round the outside into turn number 1? That'll be brave. Does he do it? Yes, he does. Has to back out, the Ferrari does in the end then. Side better of then, isn't it? Now the Toro Rosso fastest lap then. So, as Red Bull does well, Bull Red is in third and doing well as well.
Is there anything going on at the moment? Roadhouse is still inside of the pits. He's not giving up. He hasn't left the session yet.
Yeah, but he's
many
laps down. He is many laps down now. Sector 1, yellow flag. Yes, that's a spin turn number 1. Now he'll get away with that. However, he's ahead of Kane, his teammate, of course. Both on very interesting strategies. He has not lost position. No. Kane, of course, on the 2-stop strategy, so he's already stopped twice. Of course.
We did lose a lot of ground to Cobby though, and also to Canal. So
I believe he may have had an issue somewhere, but we'll never know. He may have stopped twice already in this race. Super soft. Must have lost his front wing somewhere in those races, and we haven't caught it.
I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure. Well, we'll find that out after the race. But so far up front, Kovic leads.
Pink is off. Went straight on.
Where's that? Is that a Degner?
I'm not quite sure where it is. Yes, it is. Degner 2.
Yep, Degner 2. So again, an issue there at Degner 2. What is going on here today?
I did catch the crash. I will save the video clip for researching possibilities. I think he just locked up and went straight on.
Yeah, Baba in the pit lane, by the way.
So that means now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 retirees at the moment.
Huge impact, yes. This is looking at it there. On board with Kovic there, so he's hit the wall in a very acute angle. What this will mean, though, is he's out of the race. Nezerin will be in the points somehow out of this. He will get points. Well, he is getting points now because he's lapped.
Isn't it going to count as a retirement then?
Well, I wouldn't call Nezerin retirement because he's still in the race. Technically.
Also, Coronel will get points if it.
No,
his AI is going to pit.
He is pitting. Now let's just hope for the... Is there another Sauber in this race?
No, there isn't. One crashed off.
Lucky for the other Sauber then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Johnny, I think. Johnny was the other Sauber?
Oh yeah,
if I'm wrong.
He wouldn't be able to stop it if it would have happened there, because he'd have to go to the end on whatever tyres he had, because he wouldn't be able to stop it, if I'm not mistaken. Nezerin getting lapped again by the other Ferrari of his teammate of that is Baba, if I'm not mistaken. It is Baba coming to lap Nezerin again, of course. He probably puts a smile on him, even though he's a ghost. Oh, he's down in 11th again. Oh, never mind. Nezerin's been overtaken in the pit lane somehow. A Rabbit is in the other Sauber. Well, he retired on lap number 1.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was Rabbit then. Before the Dunlop corner, I think, went into the inside barrier.
But other carnage here. Just over 11 laps to go here in Japan. And, well, from a race that was looking promising on the opening corner, turned into absolute tragedy for at least 6 or 7 drivers in this race. Almost had Combi joining that list there at the exit of Degner.
He's going into Degner right now at the moment. I think Degner's a really dangerous corner. I'm not quite sure what is happening. Baba is catching up to Combi.
Yeah, Baba is just pitted, of course, on the Superstars versus those medium tyres.
Yeah, there will be no challenge for him under normal circumstances. 2 compounds softer. Combi is doing quite solid laps on those mediums though. His last lap was 7/10 quicker than Baba's.
Indeed, big changes in this race. Got Don Silva, by the way, the biggest winner out of this race, up 8 positions so far. Biggest loser in this race, of course, has to be either Nezerin or Roadhouse, depending on which way the game decides to put them in the end. Both at 6 or 7 or 8 positions down, respectively.
Advance comes to lap Coronel. He's a ghost though, so they can drive straight through him.
Doing well up front here in Japan, of course. Not long to go then before the end of the race. You're here with about 9 laps to go. Rated end around about 9 o'clock UK time or 10 o'clock Netherlands time, depending on where you are. Well, so far so good here in the Big Apple of Japan, because an apple apparently is in Japan, and talking about apples, he's in 2nd position. That was a nice save.
Combi is ruining his tyres, by the way.
Yeah,
he is just locked up, and the telemetry does not show up correctly because he's on the softs instead of the mediums.
Yeah, that happened a few races ago, of course, if you remember, when I said someone was on the soft and you said on the medium, and they were on the softs and the mediums. It seems to always happens on the Williams, though, so,
Yeah, it also happens in real life sometimes.
Yeah, on the Williams,
with mixing
ironically.
Well, the Williams in real life had 2 different tyre compounds fitted, actually.
Spa, 2016.
Mediums and softs.
Of course.
Yeah.
Interesting how that happens, but never mind.
That's really interesting. Well, this Williams are getting reeled in by a Ferrari, slowly but surely. Yeah, Baba's last lap was 5/10 quicker, with 8 laps to go indeed. Not long. Kovic looks set for a win, but you will never know. Things can always happen.
Indeed, apparently low internet speed is being picked up over here on the stream, according to my PlayStation, but never mind. We'll keep going. I think PSN is actually having issues today then, perhaps. There could be an issue there, but Baba catching up on Combi.
Combi locks up again, he went wide.
Yeah, this could be an easy dive here. You must be careful though, that Ferrari does not want to dive bomb and risk losing a front ring. He'd rather just sit back, concentrate, of course, do it down towards 130R, or perhaps even into Spoon if he gets close enough. Combi shivering and shuddering down the straight, of course. There, having a bit of a weave there. Up the road, that looks to be, I believe that might be Nezerin Or Coronel.
No, it's Coronel's Ghost. It's Coronel's Ghost, yeah.
Now, this will help Combi here. He'll have Slipstream off of him. But we do have to say, it's going to be a lost cause any moment now.
Can you get Slipstream off of a Ghost car?
Yes, you can.
Ah, well, we'll help him then.
Will also help the Baba a little bit there. Now, DRS activated. 5 tenths the gap again. It's not going down, but it's not going up.
Baba is on the softer tire though.
No,
One compound softer instead of two.
Well,
the
two.
game is telling us it's mediums, but it is really soft.
Well, it could be. It is mediums for me.
Really?
Yes.
For me, it shows up as softs.
Yeah. Well, the
I
game's
guess he's on.
that then.
Then I think he will be on the mediums then, and then my game just doesn't register the
Big
white
lockup.
tire walls, and as Baba almost hits the back of Combi there.
Seven laps to go, or 8 depending on where you are on the field. Convis, Apple, Ninja, Matt, Combi, Baba, Don. Then it's Kane, Coronel, Nezerin and Roadhouse. Nezerin and Roadhouse in the pit lane, by the way, and now Nezerin's back out the pit lane. Again, closing up, bit of a slide for Corby. Closing up, but again, the gap's not going down as much. Roadhouse now mysteriously now in 9th position. I don't know what's going on down there, but there's some serious lag going on for the battle for 9th, 10th and 11th. Again, closing up. Ferrari versus Williams. Now, I believe that Williams has stopped, so he is going to the end, we believe, on those tyres. So it's going to have to be a very bold move from Baba if he's going to make the move.
You can really see Baba has the better pace, but he can't find a way through. He will have to do it maybe in the last corner, or maybe if he's really brave into Spoon.
Or even down towards Degner if he really is going to be brave, but perhaps a hairpin as well, an easy position.
There, but he cannot find it out. The second Degner is a place where you can make a move. Or the hairpin, of course.
Indeed, he'll have to make a big dive.
Now he will focus on the exit here. He will just focus on the exit.
Gets a bad exit though.
He got a bad exit. It will not be into Spoon, I believe.
Too far back. 3 tenths low. He needs to get that up. Solid Ninja, by the way, catching up to Apple a little bit, by the way. Gap is now 8 tenths of a second between those two.
Yes, I see.
Again,
also,
though,
the gap between Combi and Matt is not really big also. I do not think they can catch up, but if Matty has a mistake, Combi will be there to pick it up, and also Baba.
Indeed, well, absolute carnage indeed. The gap's not going down though. That is the critical problem though. As Baba's tyres begin to fade here as the clouds start forming. This will help Baba a little bit more then ahead of Combi. So now the super soft tyres should start coming in as the clouds come out a little bit more here over the hills of Suzuka near the water of the Pacific Ocean, of course, if you do remember that as well.
Solid Snake is really catching up to Advance Apple.
Yep, 6 tenths.
He's way closer now.
Yeah, 6 tenths. As we keep an eye out on this battle for 5th and 6th position here in Japan.
Let's see if Baba can catch up after the hairpin. We'll again focus on the exit. Maybe we'll get a better exit this lap. It doesn't look like it. Better than last lap, but not good enough.
It's really into Spoon where he is struggling here. You can see here as you come through. Maybe this time it might be a bit different. But you can just see the dirty air really affecting just about there on the exit. Loses about 2 or 3 tenths. That's all it needs really for Combi to just open that gap to about 5 tenths. And that is what he just needs, isn't it, in this race? Just have that 5 tenth gap, because he knows if he's about 2 tenths, then there's trouble for him, because he knows the Williams is quite a slippery car. He set the car up to make it really slippery, it seems, in a straight line. The Ferrari Not quick enough, however, to capitalise on it.
I think set up for the corners, and Baba is set up for the straights. Because well, I do think though, into the SS, Baba is catching up to Combi, but then in Spoon and in the hairpin, he loses. So for the fast corners, I think Baba has the better setup, and Combi has for the slower corners.
It must be dirty air indeed through the really slow corners. Of course, a bit of a big slide left for Combi actually. He's going at it, a bit on the grass for Baba as well. Another lock up here, but again, 4 attempts. He just needs really to go to about 2 attempts and dive him. Or perhaps just get very close to him there. You can see here is where he gets very close to him. Not as close Liz lap, so this could help him here in the long run.
Yeah, he did catch up a lot by Connell. Has a 3-second penalty. He does not have to be afraid though. He is in a net last place because Coronel... Oh, Coronel has rejoined by the way. Oh, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's still ghosting. I'm still ghosting. He was unghosting for me.
Oh, this is good. Look at this. Look at this. 3 attempts. This is as close as it's been so far. Here we go. In the slipstream. Down towards the chicane. Is it close enough? I don't think so. Am I getting too excited over nothing? Probably. But it's definitely closing. It's only 3 attempts this time. Now it's 4 attempts. He's very close. Look at this. DRS activated. For the Williams, he just seems a lot easier to get out the corner, but I think this could be the opportunity he's looking for then. Pulls the inside, not close enough, so to stay in the slipstream a bit longer.
Yeah, he got out a bit too eagerly. I think he wanted to make a move there, but it's not going to happen. If he stayed in the slipstream and focused on the exit, I think he could be a lot closer here on the SS. But of course, with Dirt Pierre, it doesn't matter that much.
24-27 up front is Jim, Apple and Solid Ninja Snake for SNS. Matt's in 4th by the way. He's done a brilliant recovery drive from issues he had earlier on with a disconnection, of course. Saves by a lot more disconnection.
Really close. Baba's really close.
Baba really close!
A bit too close there.
A bit too close. Just a bit too close. Almost pile drive the back of that Williams.
Baba is really brave on the brakes, and Combi is braking a bit earlier than him. This Combi is also locking up a lot more. I think the tires are falling off the cliff. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. Not counting this one, so about 3.
If Baba wants to do something, you have to do it quick. And also, the same is for Solid Ninja Snake. He is letting Advanced Apple go a bit. I cannot see the gap. I cannot see where the gap is. Can you tell me the gap between Solid Snake and Advance?
It is 999, actually.
Let's
now
say 1 second.
Yeah, it's now just a second.
So he's outside of the DRS zone, activation point. So if he wants to do something, he has to do it really fast. While Matty comes through, literally through Nezaren's ghost to lap him once again.
Great battle here, of course, for 5th and 6th position. It's not really a battle in terms of racing, it's more of a battle of just trying to outdo each other in terms of strategy, of course. They're coming up to overtake the lapped car of Nezaren again, who is now at 11th again. But
this is really
in 10th.
This is really an outing of who has the better nerves actually. It's really all down to pressure. Will Combi be able to handle the pressure, and will Baba also be able to handle the pressure, because the pressure is really high for the both of them. Baba is thinking he's out of the cockpit, I can get 5th off of him, and Combi is getting in his head, if I make a mistake now, I will lose 5th. So it's really all to the nerve for these guys.
Indeed, it's very spectacular. As you look on the rear of that Williams, of course, right there. And the Ferrari there, you can see closing up, but nothing he can do. Pulling to the inside. Thinking of something, but it's like, again, just that tyre compound of the Williams just about doing the job, isn't it? Solid Ninja
really
now in
holding on.
third and dropping time
He has to
again.
watch out though.
Yeah, he wants
He has to watch
out.
out though because he was locking up a lot. So if he's not I'm just looking at the battle here. Yeah, if he's not too careful enough, he might get understeer a lot. Another lockup for him. He will not do his tires good. Actually, they're catching up to Matt. Matt is right there, into fourth.
Man is just there. There must be an issue on those tyres. Well, either that or he's gone off and we haven't noticed it. But coming to the last lap, Matt's got an issue. That Ferrari's now all of a sudden right on the back of him. They can take fourth. They're now going for fourth.
The battle for fifth changes into the battle for fourth now. This will be a free battle into the last lap.
It's only gonna go anyway. This could end good, could end bad, or it could end with nothing happening. We never know. Kane, by the way, he's on the back of Don Silva, so the two Renaults are close together. Now,
I was just about to say that. Canal is catching up to Don Silva really slowly. Let's see. I think Solid Ninja. I do not think he will get another chance at the Van Apple if he not make a mistake. Kove is coming to the last sector in a moment to probably finish first, but never speak too early.
yeah, already coming towards that last sector. Big issues and 3-second time penalty for the Roadhouse.
How can the Roadhouse? Oh, Canal's off. Canal has spun it.
Kane, yep, he's lost it.
The battle's heating up.
Yeah, they're all getting very
The battle
close
is really
now.
heating up.
There's going to be some desperate moves in a few moments' time, I think. By the way, coming through, the last chicane is going to come. Convis Jim, he's coming through the last chicane in the Red Bull to win here in Japan for round 16. Van crosses the line. Advanced Lap will be second, third will be Solid Ninja unless something happens. We're looking at the fourth, fifth and sixth going on here, down towards the last corners. I think they might not switch any positions unless there's a puncture or something dramatic happens right here, right now.
Baba almost crashed with Combi out of the outside of the spoon. But they were both sliding.
Matt will get fifth, sixth will be Combi, seventh will be Bab, eighth will be Don, Kane will end up being ninth, 10th we believe will be Gaddafi, Nezrin will be 11th. Roadhouse is 4th now. Okay.
Roadhouse is 4th?
I don't know if he just was in this race all along or something.
I think he was. I think we could not see him then. Maybe he did leave the pits. What is happening?
Matt has just blown himself up into the back of a McLaren. Well,
I see.
Well, I mean, let's go to the podium, should we then?
Wait. Oh, never mind. Let's go to the podium.
And now, the champagne! Well, congratulations to your winner today, Convis. Advanced Apple second, Ninja third, Roadhouse did get fourth, somehow. Matty fifth, Combi sixth, seventh Baba, 8 Don, 9 Kane, Bottas 10th, Vettel 11th, Massa 12th, Sainz 13th, and Grosjean 14th, and Max Verstappen 15th, and in last position, Marcus Ericsson. Ha ha ha.
That's ironic, isn't it?
Irony at its best. Well, thank you for joining us today. I rate that a solid 6 out of 10. Lacking with a few disconnections, of course, but apart from that, a decent race. What about you, Vetri? Out of 10?
I'm thinking 7. 7 would be a good choice. I do think though, Roadhouse did get a penalty at the end. I think he had contact with Matty then.
Maybe.
And then Matty dropped just maybe. I'm not quite sure. Of course we didn't see it. I'm rating it 7 out of 10.
Indeed. Well, join us next week as we go to Mexico City. I think.
Yeah. Goodbye.
No, it's going to be. Is it? No, it's not going to be Mexico. It's going to be America. But it's going to be somewhere.
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
find
America.
out next week. Until then, thank you for joining us. And if we ever get to the next country, we might end up in the wrong country. Until then, take care and goodbye from Japan.